I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the power of how we create things in our lives and our belief system. As you know, when you ask me any questions like using ice to cool down your body or sound vibrations, does it work? My answer is always yes. Whatever we believe in works. But the most difficult thing for all of us to realize is that we are dealing with the unseen. And by that I mean you can hear music. You can actually see musical sounds. Or you can feel ice cooling down your body and see the ice. But dealing with the unseen is a lot more difficult for the average bear. And I always encourage people that whatever works, use it. But then we need to realize we can no longer rely on it. So for example, if you wake up in the morning and you feel the only way that you can really be vibrant is to take a cold shower, by all means do it. So what happens when you're in the country or you're out in the woods and you wake up and you're groggy and you can't take a cold shower? Then what do? What do is you ask the true source to energize you, and you'll begin to notice you're energized. Or to help you go to sleep, or to help heal you. And that's what everyone on this call, I want you all to understand. You are an aspect of the true source, which means you're part of the true source. And you remember me saying that in the Bible it says we're made in the image of God. Okay, we can accept that, or maybe not, but I would say accept that. But if you can believe that our DNA, figuratively speaking, just like of our parents and grandparents, is that of the true source, then we have a connection to the true source. And if we have a connection to the true source, then anything that we ask for, which is right action, and obeying the law of right action and correct exchange, then everything is provided to us. And to remind you all that in being provided to us, it's always going to be the perfect timing for you, which is always the true source's perfect timing. And the true source will determine when it's time for you to have it. I don't know about you, but I always want it yesterday. But I realize the wisdom of it. Sometimes waiting for something is even better and more powerful. But what you need to understand is that you are the tool of the true source. So think about that. Then if I am part of the true source, I'm an aspect of the true source, I am the tool. In a greater sense, the tool meaning that you have a direct connection to the true source. The true source is communicating with you. Anything you so desire to manifest or create in your life or attract in your life, you can do it because you're unlimited. You know how I always say, I am unlimited. I am unlimited. You are unlimited. So what we need to do is take a look at our lives and say, well, what have we created in our life? I want you all to spend this week, hopefully you'll remember, and you will, of everything you created in your life. Some of you, if not all of us, have created extreme lessons for us to learn something. By that I mean we've had some pain in our hearts, or painful relationships, or illnesses, or whatever. But if we looked at this and say, how do we learn? How do we grow? Well, unfortunately for most human beings, they grow faster by some kind of chaos in their life than when things are joyous and happy in their life. Because we tend to take things for granted. Like we create a job. Oh yeah, I'm a good hard worker. Yep, I'm bright and I'm intelligent and they need me. Yeah, well, that's true. But you manifested it. You created it by your frequencies, vibrations, and energy. And if you ask for the true source, and hopefully you were smart enough to do that, it ended up being a great, perfect job for you. Or a great, perfect relationship. Or whatever it may be. But everything in your life you have created to grow and learn from. And that's what I want to remind all of you from. So you didn't use a magic wand to say, abracadabra, my mate's in my life, here he or she is. You didn't do that. You attracted them by your thoughts. You don't need any tools. You are the tool. Your energy is the vehicle in which everything is attracted into your life. So some of you have gone through divorces. Some of you have gone through illnesses. Whatever it is. But you created it to learn to grow. And some of you know that, I divorced my first wife. My second wife passed away. But going back to my first wife, wonderful soul. She gave me 2 beautiful children. What else could I ask for? But I will tell you, it was painful for me to divorce because I initiated it. And in some ways, I paid a hell of a price. And in some ways, it helped grandiose and grandize my life. And when I say that, it helped me reconnect with the true source on a very conscious level. I would not be talking to you today had not that occurred, because I would still have been on the East Coast, very unhappy and being a martyr. Well, I guess I got to do this for my kids or whatever. I got to suffer. That's not what life is about. Life is doing your mission and goal, discovering what it is, and having fun and love and joy in your life. Everything you enjoy and have fun with, you bring into your life. I remember one time, I went through this phase where I love lobster, still do. And I was an international consultant, spiritual psychic consultant for an international corporation. And the word got out that Michael loved lobster. Everywhere I went, they always had lobster or ordered me lobster until I got sick of it. But I manifested that because that was my favorite food to eat. And just look at the fun I had. I enjoy traveling over half the country and half the planet, or maybe a third of the planet, and doing the work I did in the jungles all over the place. I had fun and I loved it, and I got more of it. And if you're wondering why I didn't do it, it's because when my wife got very ill, I gave up my practice. I gave up everything to take care of her, because it was my choice. It was my choice. And I'm glad I did it. I don't regret it. And the true source said, good work. Now get on with your mission and goal. And here I am talking to you. And I've written a book. Within each one of you is the gift that you have created this life. You asked for life. And you have the gift to enhance all the positive things in your life. So don't give up your power and strength to animate objects, like a crystal or whatever. But join your higher self and soul with the true source, realizing that through your thought, your belief, and your love, you have the ability to create anything in your life. You are unlimited. Remember that.